let's say whether you win or not, the GOP takes back the House. What would you like to see the GOP do in regards to the way it addresses national issues, the way it's addressed? Do you want to see them take the fight to the Obama administration and try to repeal some of the things that have happened in the past 2 years? Is that the top agenda?
We're going to focus on policies that the people of the country want, and also reforming the way things are done there. For instance, we do believe we need to repeal the national government's takeover of health care, and we want to replace it with some common sense reforms that everyone agrees with that will reduce costs. But we also want to reform the system, and by that we are going to propose, and we are going to make sure that there's time for both the legislators and the people to have an opportunity to read the bills. We're going to propose at least a 3-day wait where everybody has a chance to, in an open manner, see what's in the bill and just thoroughly discuss it before voting on it. And that's just one example of how we're going to help reform the system, the way things are done, make it more open and transparent.
The last time the GOP took control of Congress in '94, it seemed like they spent the next few years trying to convince the American public we're not evil, we're not racist, we're really nice guys, and it seemed to like get them off focus for what they really wanted to do. How do you make sure you don't do that again?
Well, we just focus on the issues that people are concerned about, and right now people are concerned about jobs. They want to see us rein in this runaway spending and our huge national debt. They want to see us address immigration and make it fair and make sure our borders are secured from illegal immigration. They want to make sure we have health care that is accessible and affordable, but not a government takeover. They want to make sure we have an energy policy that's comprehensive and makes common sense, but isn't a huge takeover. And so there's plenty that the American people want, and that's what we're going to focus on. And I think the American people will support us in this agenda.
Let me ask the converse of his question. If you win this seat, but the Republicans do not take over the House of Representatives, they don't get the 40 seats changing that they need, what do you do then?
Well,
because you've made a number of promises about, if I'm elected, this is what I want to do, but if you're in the minority still, that makes it dicier.
Yeah, and I don't think we could forecast what that is going to be. It'll depend on the mix, and it depends on who's there and what their political philosophies are and the will of the people and how close we are. So we'll just have to see and work with it from there.
What assurances can you give Missourians that if you do beat Ike Skelton, that you'll be able to maintain the military presence and funding that he's been able to foster during his tenure?
Well, I'm absolutely 110% in support of the military. That is going to be one of my major commitments, is to ensure that our premier national security installations that are here in the 4th, Whiteman Air Force Base and Fort Leonard Wood, remain strong. And I'm actually going to work to try to even expand those missions and work with my other Missouri colleagues. I've already had discussions with Roy Blunt, who hopefully will be our next senator. We look forward to working together to keep these installations strong and to expand their missions. And I have talked to Republican leadership about my request to be assigned to the Armed Services Committee, and we are hopeful that that may occur. So we're going to have a very strong presence for the military, and most importantly, if we as Republicans take over the House of Representatives, we're going to have a leadership who makes our national defense a priority, whereas right now Nancy Pelosi, it is not. And she and Barney Frank are already talking about cutting national defense. And up to this point, Ike Skelton has been helpless in stopping Nancy Pelosi. When she wants something, it happens with or without him. And so actually I believe that the military families and the military personnel in the 4th District will be better off with Republicans in control, because we believe that national defense is a priority for our government.
I noticed you used the phrase accusing him of dereliction of duty, which sort of sounds like a military phrase to me. Is that intentional?
No, it's not. It's just the thought that came to mind when you adjourn from Congress without passing a budget, and when you allow these onerous tax increases to be there, and when you have been unable or supportive of to stop the Nancy Pelosi agenda.